Hi sisters, this is Diane Clayton, and we are going to put together this cute bunny. Let me show it to you. Sorry, it zoomed up, but let me back up a little bit. And I have to film at night because my craft room is right on the street and it gets loud. So sorry if it's a little bit dark. So you're going to have in your bag the following items. A large glass votive. It does, well, this one doesn't. It should have a round sticker on the bottom. That's my dog fluffing her bed. And then a small one. You can see the difference. And this one's going to be your head. Okay, that one does not have a sticker on the bottom. You're going to have a piece of paper of ears, a white one, plain white, and a pink one, felt, the face decal, a pom-pom, pipe cleaner, and 2 pieces of ribbon. Now let's start with the face. So you're going to take your small votive and find a side that you like best. I tried to make sure they were all painted properly. Let me put this down. And you're going to turn it upside down, okay? So it's the openings on the bottom. Glitter's going to come out. As you can see, there's still lots of glitter there. So I recommend doing this somewhere where you don't mind getting a little glitter and you can wipe it up. Now your decal has been cut like that. Let me bring it up here so you can see. See that? It's cut. That is so when you put it on, well, I'll show you. So you're going to peel off the back. Wow. It's on pretty good. So let me get a little knife and there we go. Okay, you're going to peel off the back. It should stay on the, oops, see it's starting to come off the clear, so I just rub it on a little bit. Oh, it's not sticking. So just kind of pick it and put it on there. Okay. All right. So you're going to take it, find where you want it. Now you can put it upside down so it doesn't move, but make sure you turn your decal upside down. But I'm not going to do that. I personally think it's kind of easier to place it like that. And you're going to have to kind of hold it. Okay. Now when you put it on, don't worry about that part that's cut. Just place it on here. And you're going to rub it on. Don't worry about the part that's cut yet. Okay. And then take like a back of a spoon, or if you have a bone folder or anything, just rub it on there pretty good. Again, don't worry about that part that's cut yet. And if it adheres, it's okay. It's just easier to do it this way. Okay. Now I'm going to kind of peel this up. And if it doesn't stick, just go back over. You can even use your fingernail. Or like I said, the back of a spoon. And just kind of slowly peel it off. This one's going to give me trouble. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is put my finger over it and now rub on the mouth and the nose. Okay. Now there's the clear still stuck on there and it's going to just tear, and that's okay. There you go. Just throw that away because that's like temporary tape. And then pick up this other. I know you can't probably see it very good. There you go. And just rub it on really good. Now without the transfer tape on it, just kind of, you know, smooth it on with your fingers, nothing sharp. Okay, so your face is on. Let's put that back down. Okay. That, in my opinion, is one of the hardest parts. And we got that out of the way, and it only took a minute. Okay, now let's talk about your ears. Now you do have a pattern if you want to use it. The ones marked in pink means they're for the pink felt. If you want to, and these are the white ones. I personally prefer to freehand it, but what I did, this isn't even a good one. You can put it down, trace over it, or, let me get my, you can cut them in two if you want and cut it out. Let me give you a clue about cutting rounded edges. You never move the hand with the scissors. You always move the paper into the scissors. See how my hand's moving but my scissors aren't? That is a trick of crafters, mainly scrapbookers, but still. And cut it all the way around. And it can be long. Don't worry about the ends because we trim that up at the end. Okay. Now if you want, you can put it on here and trace it out. Or you can draw it on there. Okay. I am going to do it this way. I'm going to put it on, fold it in half. If you want to cut down the middle, you can. Let me get my better scissors. Okay. Anyways, you can just cut around it. If you have good scissors, fabric shears, you can cut two pieces at once. Yeah. You could pin it if you have straight pins. I don't like to sew as much anymore, so my straight pins are in a box, put away. There you go. That was pretty good. Now, see, I wrote on that, so I'm not going to use that one, but there you go. Okay. Now, the only thing is the pink, because I had a hard time finding it because of the time of year, Valentine's and Easter, it's kind of a close cut, and you want it to fit on the inside. Okay, so remember that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I traced it on here. I put it over it and traced it, but it's a little too close for my liking, so I'm just going to go freehand it. Now, I do recommend if you write on it, cut inside of the lines, preferably. But since we're gluing it onto the white, you can glue it and it won't be seen. But just in case you use a real heavy hand with your ink, it can bleed through. But try to use, you know, something very light, or a pencil even, but the pencil's kind of hard on there. Okay. Okay, so there's that one. It's okay. Not really perfect, so I'll probably use this one and then adjust it. Yeah. Okay, so that you're going to do twice. You know, you're going to glue your ears on, but I've got a bad ear. I do have white, extra white, so I will fix that for myself. Now, I said before about glue guns. You can use any craft glue, really. It's just the glass is difficult, and we'll talk about that later. But for this, I'm going to use a glue gun. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. The pipe cleaner. If you want to bend your bunny's ear, this is what you're going to do. You don't have to. You can have two standing up. I glued it on here, and then I just cut it to fit. And I just put a small line, not all the way to the top and definitely not to the bottom. More to the top than the bottom. If you use glue guns, you can use a thimble, or they have these at Dollar Tree in their craft section. They're great. They're silicone rubber fingertips, and they're perfect because you can touch them and you don't burn your fingers. All right, so now you're going to glue this. You can glue around the edges. I don't. Don't go all the way to the edge, but definitely glue up here and to the tip. And you're going to press it on. Okay, now it's on. Now I'm going to put a few dabs inside. Now this is where the silicone fingertip works great because it's not going to burn my finger. Okay. Ah, ran out of glue. I use my glue gun for everything, so I buy these, I think they're 12 inches or 10 inch long glue sticks. They're great. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm going to glue in there. And it's hot. Okay. So now you're going to have the bases, and see how they flip down? That's good because you're going to want to put them up on your bunny. So let's see. I think I'm going to go about right there. I am going to glue a little bit more. Okay. Now I've got my bunny head. You're going to do this twice. I'm only doing it once because I think I can cut out another piece really quick. You're going to glue the bottoms of this down to the bunny's head. So now this is where you want to go full stream. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to put a little on this tip. And there you are. Then if you want to bend them different, you can. If you want to bend it back, but bunny's ears don't go that way. I wanted one kind of down and out. And then I'll glue my other one on top. Let me just quickly cut that out. They don't have to be perfect. That's one of the beauties of the bent ear, is that it hides if there's a flaw. And it also kind of animates the bunny a little bit more. Okay, so see, it's got like a leaf tip, so I kind of try to round it a little bit. Not perfect, but it'll do. Okay. Now I'm going to glue this guy back on here. Oh, he's a little too straight right in here. Yeah, that's good enough. And now, same thing, don't go all the way to the bottom. This one, I'm just gluing the edges. Because you don't have the pipe cleaner in there. You could, if you wanted to, cut the pipe cleaner in half. Kind of gave you a big enough piece that it wouldn't be too bad. All right, I'm going to glue the white down and then the pink. Took my nail polish off because the glue, hot glue strings stick to my nail polish and then it drives me nuts. All right, I'm just going to push it down. And there we go. Kind of cute. Okay. Okay, so now let's talk about the bottom part of the bunny. Okay, same thing as the head. Just look at all that glitter that fell out of there, and I even dumped these. Let me move them over. Okay. You're going to take your bottom, and you're going to find the side that you like the least. Okay, I think I'm going to go right here. And you're going to glue on your pom-pom. Now your pom-poms kind of have a flat side to them, but fluff them up. Like this one's got, there's, you can see where is the end. So I'm going to use that to glue on. And I'm just going to turn my bunny around and glue it not down at the bottom, but like right here. So not down here, but right at the top of the curve. Not there, not in the middle of his back, but right here, a little bit lower than the middle of his back, okay? Okay, and I'm going to be generous with my glue. And just stick them on there. There we go. Now when it's dry, I kind of fluff it up. Now it's kind of cold tonight, so it's drying pretty quick because it's cold. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to set that aside. Now we're going to glue the head on. Now I told you guys that the hot glue gun doesn't work very well. It does. It holds the glue, but I looked up online. Bob Vila says Loctite super glue. It looks like this. David picked it up for me at Lowe's. They're about $4. Yeah, $4. No, wait. Yeah, they're $4 a piece. So it's kind of expensive for a one and done sort of situation. I do a lot of crafts, so for me it was worth it. So you would take either your hot glue. Well, let's talk about this first. You can just rest your bunny head on there. And when you get to the bow tie part, like I glued the bow right in the middle, but you could glue it a little bit down, okay? So for me, I'm going to use the hot glue on this one, and it'll stick, a little while. Just don't pick your bunny up like this. Pick it up, if you're afraid it's going to come apart, pick it up by the bottom part. If it's not, then obviously not glued, don't even, pick them up separately. Okay, you're just going to go around the top. I'm hoping you can see this. I know it's hard to see. I don't have one of those fancy ring lights. I would love to have one, but I spend my money elsewhere. Ooh, it's already setting because it's cold. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, so it's supposed to rain. Ooh, it's dripping down in there. Okay. Make sure your bunny tail's in back, and you're just going to set it on there and just push it aside. Now, while that's kind of setting, I'm going to move it off because it covers up. We're going to talk about the bow. Okay, so for the bow, you have 2 pieces of fabric. Ideally, I would buy you a whole roll each and you could wrap it around it, but that just wasn't cost efficient. So we're making do, we're fudging it. All I did was, I love my glue gun. If I could glue everything, I would. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little dab of glue here. Don't do the seam because then it won't be able to fold. So a little dab on each corner. And you're going to put it into the middle, or approximately the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so see, it's still open here, still bendable in the middle. Okay, you're going to glue this other piece right on top, or you can make it meet, doesn't matter, but same thing. 2 little glue dots. Okay. Ugh, glued my finger. Okay, so see, looks like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now what I did is, you grab the 2 sides. Let me come down a little bit farther. Okay, grab the 2 sides. You're going to bend it in half. And I'm going to put a drop of glue on the inside. But I make sure it's even. So you really could just bend it like this. Find your middle spot. Okay. Now, this is where, if you want to sew it, you could sew it. Or you just glue it like I did. Okay. So that's holding in place. Now I'm going to take each side and fold it back up and glue it right there. So I'm going to turn it upside down, or right side up. Put a little glue dot there. Hold it for a moment. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Now it'll probably be a little bit stiff because now the glue is pretty hardened up. But that's okay, you're going to cover that part up. See, it kind of looks like a bow tie. Okay, now you're going to take your little yellow ribbon that's got little Easter eggs. Decide which way you want them to go. I want mine to go upward. And you're going to put a little dot of glue right there. You could do it that way, actually, I think. I like that better. Okay, well, pick which side you like better, because the center is going to be covered. I like this side better, I think. Yeah. I'll put a little dot of glue there. That was a little bit more than a dot. I say find an egg you like and put that in the center. I'm going to do the blue egg on this one. Okay. And then take one side and you're going to glue it there. Now here's the thing. Don't do the end, because then you're going to have that big gap. Just put the glue here and pull it not super tight, but taut. Okay? So I'm just going to do a little there. I'm going to pull it over. Then you're going to trim it. Okay, doesn't have to lay flat. Now, this one is the one you want to kind of pull more than taut, but not super tight. And you're going to glue it down to right on top of that green egg right there. Oop. Okay. Now you're going to trim it. It's kind of showing a little bit, so I'm going to adjust it. And what I do is I stick a little pin through here to kind of fluff it up. Make sure your pin lid is on. And there it's a little fluffier. Okay, I'm going to zoom you back up. And you're going to glue them on right here. Now remember, if your head is just sitting on top, I would glue it right here, kind of covering where they meet. But for him, I'm gluing it straight in there. So I'm going to put the glue right here. Not too much, but not too little. Turn my bunny and stuck them in there. Okay, and basically you are done. Now what you could do, if you wanted to, I got the little Easter egg ribbon at Joann's. It was on sale. It comes in 3-yard spools, and it's the Easter egg on yellow satin. You could maybe do little bows around the ears, or where to go. Or you can get these little flowers at Michael's. Let me bring it back down. You could glue a little flower to them. Anywhere you want. I think it'd be cute to make little feet. But I can't find small enough pom-poms. But that's it. You are done. Happy Easter. Isn't that so much fun? Now you could get battery operated lights and drop them in there, and they will light up. You'd have a little string hanging out. You wouldn't have to glue your lid on, because then you'd have to open it up to turn it on and off. Or I think it'd be cute to get little eggs, Easter eggs, and glue it around the base and put it in the middle of maybe some greenery. Anyways, I think it's super cute. I hope you had fun doing this. It really is something easy to do. However, if you're not used to crafting, this might have taken you a little bit longer, and that's okay. You did it. What a simple Easter craft. Now remember, you could also do this at Christmas time. Wouldn't it be cute as a snowman? Put a little hat on him, scarf. I think I'm gonna try one for Christmas time. We aren't into snowmen. I'm into Santas, so I'm gonna think about Santas too. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I wish we could be doing this in person. I miss seeing everybody, and I hope we get together soon in person so we can meet all the new sisters from that just came in. So I hope you guys have a happy Easter, and I hope everything is well and you're happy and healthy. Have a good day.